do generally have pretty strong feelings about all this at the moment, and this is real. This is what happened. Good morning everybody. I am very yellow for some reason, but happy Wednesday. This morning has already been pretty hectic. We had a maternal health appointment this morning at 9 and she woke up at 5 to 6, so she was pretty much due for a nap like at 8:30, 9 o'clock. She fell asleep on the way to the appointment, which is literally 10 minutes around the corner, so she was really tired. I had to get her out of the car and she still slept on me for a bit before finally waking up. I didn't think she'd go down for a nap, but she has, and she's already been asleep for nearly an hour and a half now. I've just been editing this morning, and then when she wakes up we'll probably go into the backyard for a bit because it's a bit of a cooler day. I'm so tired though, and everything I do, every time I like move, I start getting cramps, so it's just really hard to do stuff with her, but I can't just like not do anything with her because she gets bored, and I want to do stuff with her, so I'm stuck in a very weird place at the moment. I'm going to try and take her outside to play in the sand pit or the sand table, but I just want to put some shoes on her because we're playing in the grass and I want her to stand up for a little bit, so I'm going to try out putting some shoes on you. See what size you are. Yeah. You wearing shoes? Yeah. I have no idea what's on the TV at the moment. All cleaned up and she's had some of her green smoothie and she'll finish it soon. For now she's just picking off the sultanas that she dropped all over the floor when I gave them to her on a little plate. She always does that, and then she just crawls around and plays and then picks up a sultana every time she comes across one. This little guy is giving me extreme pain at the moment. If you can see that, that's like, he's making me go a bit lopsided here, but that's his butt or back, or I don't know, but that's pain. Pushing down as well as rolling around. Good afternoon everybody, happy Thursday. It is afternoon, it's like after 3 o'clock. The clips you just saw before were me dropping April off at my mum and dad's this morning. I'm not going to really vlog much today just because I'm not really feeling up for it, and also just today is pretty uneventful. There is something that I want to talk about with you guys. I don't know if that's a bit of a weird angle, but anyway. So we received a comment on the last vlog. It's deleted now, it's gone, so don't try and look for it. Basically along the lines of something like, I whine a lot, I complain a lot, and comparing me to their own situation of when they were pregnant and when they had kids and they didn't have the support I have and that sort of thing. They don't think they can watch me anymore because I complain too much. I wasn't going to even think about it, to be honest. I was just going to let it go, but it is bothering me and actually is affecting me wanting to vlog at the moment, because I feel like it got to me like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be talking as much as I'm talking in the vlogs at the moment, because I feel like I'm annoying everybody with my complaining and my, you know, whining about my pregnancy pains. But that's kind of like an old way of thinking for me, so I'm really trying to not be that way anymore. Something that I am very, very passionate about and am working towards fully accepting myself is that I have a right to complain, as does everybody else in the world. To be honest, everybody has a right to complain. They have a right to feel whatever they feel, regardless of if anyone has it worse than them. I'm sure that there are people out there right now that are listening to me say this and thinking, wow, that's a really selfish way of thinking. I'll try to explain it the best I can, but I haven't really written anything down, so I don't know, just bear with me. Complaining or whinging is a way for me to vocalize how I'm feeling within myself, physically and mentally. And it's also a way for me to be honest. Right now, I am not going to be sitting here talking to you about how great life is when I really don't feel great. And that's the other thing I want to say as well, is that everybody has a right to feel the way that they feel. You are allowed to feel angry, frustrated, upset, sad, just as much as you're allowed to feel happy, elated, excited. Of course, there is a need to be balanced and to understand how important it is to be balanced, but during certain times of your life, that balance sometimes doesn't exist. You are either feeling one way or the other. There's no limitation to what you're allowed to feel, because nobody apart from yourself can own your feelings. They are your feelings, and they are feelings. Like, they come from a very organic place within you, and a lot of the time there's history behind them as well. And that brings me to the last thing that I want to say, and that is, you cannot judge someone until you know everything that's happened to them in their lifetime, or everything that they're experiencing at that time, and you will never know that, so why judge them? Yes, it's human nature to judge instinctively, like it does just happen at times, but there's no need to point out that judgment. I fully empathize with this person that left the comment. I fully empathize with them. It sounds like they had a very rough time with their pregnancies and with not having as much support as other people might have. That doesn't mean that I'm going to then look at myself and think that I don't have a right to feel the way I feel and to complain about being in pain. It doesn't mean that I'm going to feel or act this way for the rest of my life. This is a part of my life that is particularly hard for me personally, and I don't want to hide that, and I don't want to sugarcoat it. This probably could have been said a lot better than it has been said. So if it seems really like jump cutty or weird, it's probably because my editing self is trying to make sense of my past self. But that's basically how this comment has affected me in a way. It's made me kind of doubt my honesty and my upfrontness with these vlogs, as though I'm being too negative or too pessimistic. Then I have to kind of step back from that and realize that I'm not necessarily always going to be like this. I'm not a negative person. I'm not a pessimistic person. But right now I'm going through a tough time in my life, and I'm not going to be sitting here saying how wonderful everything is. I guess, like, I wanted to talk about this not so much to defend myself, but just so people might take something away from it and realize that they're allowed to feel what they're feeling, and if they're having a rough time at the moment, it's okay. You're allowed to feel really, really shit about things right now. You don't always have to hide the way you feel so that others feel more comfortable. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble now, but yeah, as I said, it's something I'm very, very passionate about. We're not going to change the way we act or talk in the vlogs just because someone thinks we whine too much. This is us. This is real life, both the happy and the crappy. That's just what it is. That's how it goes. Okay, well, I'm gonna go because I've been talking for quite a while now, and I'll probably vlog later when April is home. Sarah's coming around tonight again to help out with bath and things like that. So I've just turned the camera on because after talking about all of that, I've just called my parents to see where they're at with April, and they're bringing her around soon. And Sarah's also just texted to say she's going to be a bit later than she thought she was. And I'm just having a battle within my head at the moment because I'm just having so much physical pain, and my energy levels are just so low that whenever I think that I'm going to be alone with her, it causes me so much anxiety. I know it's almost over and I know I'm near the end, but it's just hard because I want to be able to be a mum. But right now it's very, very hard for me to do that. So I just wanted to show you that I do generally have pretty strong feelings about all this at the moment. And this is real. This is what happens. It's just really hard. It's later. Sarah has been and gone. April is down for her sleep. Sarah did the bath and the bed, so that was really good. I'm in quite a bit of pain, but just gonna go to bed pretty early. Thank you for those that continue to watch and continue to be a support and just part of the family, really. These last few weeks of pregnancy are always really hard, and I struggle with them really badly emotionally as well as physically. My question of the day to you guys is, how are you feeling at the moment? What is something that you want to get off your chest or complain about? You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to complain, I'm here to listen. Answer of the day goes to Bam. Thank you very much, Terrell, for your answer, and thank you very much for reminding me that breastfeeding makes it difficult to sleep on my stomach, so I'm not going to be completely able to sleep on my stomach straight after birth. Forgot about all of that. Thank you all for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Good morning, afternoon or night, whatever it is where you are. And we will see you all in the next vlog, which will be the weekend vlog. So, woohoo for the weekend. Bye.